Hi boys and girls, today we are doing problem set 6. We're talking about the mixed numbers and converting them into a mixed number with a fraction, and we're turning it into a decimal. So we're just going to show how we can convert that and take this fraction using an area model or a number line to make the number. So let's first start with 1 and 1500ths. So that means we have 1 and 1500ths. In the ones place, there's a 1 whole. In the tenths place, there's 1/10. And in the hundredths place, there's 5/100ths. So what we could do for 1 whole is we could just straight up show the 1 whole, color it in. 1/10 means we're going to color in one of these. And then for the next one, if we broke this up into 100 pieces, that would show hundredths. So I'm just going to take this 10th and break it up into 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And color in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that shows the 500ths. I did do one too many, sorry. Take one away. And that shows the 1500ths. And then if I wanted to use the number line, here's 1 whole, so I know that this would be 1 and 1/10. 1 and 2/10 would be here. So 1 and 15/10 is halfway in between that. This right here, this point, would be 1 and 15/10. Okay? All right, what I want you to do, guys, is let's first start by converting this mixed number. So I have 2 wholes, so I want you to take a minute. How many whole numbers would I have to put here? Hopefully you said 2, because we have 2 in the ones place, so we have 2 again in the ones place. And I have 4700, which means hundredths, which means I have 4/10 and I have 700ths. So I have 4700. Take a minute, so you could pause your video if you'd like, and show this using the area model. Go ahead and try it. Awesome. So if you did this correct, what you had was 1 whole, 2 wholes. You colored in 4. Those represent your 4/10. And then you colored in 7. So what I'm going to do is halfway is 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to color those 2 in. So this is 2 and 4700ths. Now, we have to figure out how can we show this using a number line. So what I did here, guys, was I just labeled the number line. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's really kind of small. So we have 2. So I know next would be 2 and 1/10, 2 and 2/10, 2 and 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, and so forth. So I know my number is bigger than 2 and 4/10, but it's not as big as 2 and 5/10. So I got to get pretty close to 2 and 5/10 because it's only 300ths away. And that's 2 and 4700ths. I want you to take a minute, go ahead and pause your video, and show on the number line A and B. Go for it, and then check back with me. Awesome, guys. I want you to take a second and just check at the number line and how I labeled these two. I guess you could always take a minute and write it as a decimal as well, just to show that you can convert them. And now let's get started. Just the review from last week is taking the unit form over here in part 3 and writing the equivalent fraction and the equivalent decimal. So let me do A for you. 1 and 200ths. So I have 1 and 200ths. That's in decimal form. In fraction form, I have 1 and 200ths. What I want you to do is I want you to do A, C, and E. And then check back with me for your answers. Again, I want you to do A, C, and E. Good luck. Awesome job, guys. Take a second to review my answers and your answers. Again, I did decimal and fraction form. And now we get to do the best part of just connecting. So they gave it to you in unit form, decimal form, and fraction form. So go ahead and find your pair. And then your exit ticket today is going to be the homework questions. Sorry, that's not it. It's the homework questions from problems set 6, but it's right on Schoology, so you don't have to worry about this. Okay? Don't forget to send me a picture of your work so I know you completed it. And if you have any questions, remember to reach out. Reminder, Wednesday there's no Zoom meeting. Wednesday there's no Zoom meeting. All right, guys, have a good day.